Hi, Aries. How are you? I hope you've been really good and you had a beautiful month of July. I know it's not over, but this is your reading for the last week into August 3rd. And I have already pulled out your cards. I've done the spread. I've kind of meditated on it. And I don't know what exactly it is that you're alchemizing. I feel like you're alchemizing a lot right now. Like you're alchemizing pain. We have Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Um, it usually talks about dissatisfaction and all of that. Sometimes some situations make you feel like pain, but sometimes you'd expect to feel pain, but you just feel bored. It's like how sometimes people are like, whoa, like don't get too distracted when you're like experiencing good things and then not being able to be grateful for the next good thing because now you're so used to like many good things, one as I'm saying that in your life, and then because like say a good thing that would have happened out of the blue in the past would just be like it would give you like so much excitement, but then now you've experienced that same good thing. Let's say somebody like randomly comes to see your parents at home and like they dash you money, and it's like, oh nice, and then now all of a sudden everybody that comes around gives you money. So it's kind of like, oh, this is so nice and stuff, but sometimes the brain just has been like, oh yeah, like I'm expecting this, so like yawn and stuff. And he starts looking for another exciting thing. Maybe he starts looking for who will give the highest amount, all those kinds of things. So it just kind of feels like it's not you going not you going through the opposite of that, being that it's like sometimes you have like it rains, it pours. Yeah, sometimes when it rains, it pours, and you have like you had a weird experience. Let me think of something. Let's those kinds of days are actually hilarious. It's like all those days that you're already angry, then like your bank app randomly sends you how much is left in your account. Like I didn't ask for that. And then you drop your phone and then you're trying to leave the room, then something grabs your shirt. And it's just like, oh my God. And at some point, you're too exhausted to be upset. So the next bad thing that happens, you go to warm your food or something, and you're using like a pot and stuff, and the food burns. You just roll your eyes like, okay, like I guess the whole day is going to be terrible. So let's just move. Do you understand? Sometimes you get bored and you're like, you know what? We're gonna just keep experiencing everything until they decide to change or life decides to serve me different. So I don't know whether I got like that amount of information from this card. Yeah, it was just like yawn, like it's what it is or whatever kind of vibe. So maybe that's the vibe you're in. But I feel like you're currently alchemizing stuff. Like you're able to identify places that you're dissatisfied from yourself, from people, from the world, places that you are feeling pain, and the lessons that you have learned, and how are you able to like implement, or apply what you have learned from different situations. It's possible that you have gotten to a place that you realize that you need to sit down and alchemize these things. Like you can't just keep treating things like whatever will be. Like, with a lot of my friends, they always say, oh yeah, like I give the best advice, but I actually don't be taking all my advice and all, and that's normal, right? Like I don't know that people should have to hold you to what you like. The advice you gave them was really, yes, it's from your perspective, but it's around their lives. Why do you have to take that advice for yourself? Like, what's good for you doesn't have to be good for everybody, and what's good for them. Like, I really could advise somebody. I don't even like giving advice. Let's just say I'm just giving an input because I was asked, and it's like I really could just talk from how I see to help you. Yeah, I know a lot of people like talk from just how they think and all of that. But me, I would usually like I would think and I'll be like, oh yeah, this is how I feel like it would be nice for you. Yeah. So like, don't come and hold me to anything tomorrow and stuff. But there are days that I will sit down and I'm like, oh, I'm the same person that told this person this thing, and it feels like it's something I was supposed to tell myself as well. So maybe you're really somebody that like helps people heal. Maybe when they talk to you about stuff, literally the first to be like, it'll be okay. Have you looked, have you reflected? What do you think is wrong? And have you alchemized it? Have you moved forward? I think you should let go of burdens and move forward and all of that. And now you're realizing you've been this person for like everybody. And like it's time to be that person for yourself. It's time to give yourself the good things, the good deed and good, oh, I don't know the word I wanted to say. The goodies. Oh, goodies. I want to say good deeds. Yeah, so the goodies, like, um, mental and spiritual goodies. Yeah. So you have the Two of Swords, you have the Hermit card, you have the Temperance, you have the Three of Swords, you have the Strength card and the Sun. And just straight up looking at, I'm even finding it hard to identify each message because like they kind of all point to one thing. We start with the Two of Swords. That is, it's like indecision, but knowing fully well that you can walk out of doubts or indecision. Like the other part to this card, like the card obviously it just shows like a blind or a blindfolded cat walking on the, yeah, you can see the swords. But then basically from my understanding of this card, literally he's not far from the ground. How tall can his sword be? Hmm. If I had another phone here, I would have asked chat. But yeah, how tall honestly can a sword be? So it's like it's a line in between these two swords, and he's blindfolded. So it's like you're not far from the ground. Even if you tumbled, you will not fall and die. But actually, you can calm down. You can literally take the blindfold off and calm down. So it's like sometimes it's self-imposed doubts. It could be due to experiences. Sometimes you decide to even just close your eyes to things because you just, maybe you've tried and failed in many areas, and it's like, let me just close my eyes and not see the things that I need to do or I feel like I should do, right? And I feel like that's what's really bringing the apathy, the yawn, the boredom, right? With the hermits, though, it feels like you have been introspecting, and I don't know why I heard forcefully just now. So maybe you found yourself recently in a place where you're alone. You're alone. Maybe you relocated and you've not made new friends. Maybe all your friends are not in town, or everybody had to travel for something. It could be anything, and like you've you started being like, maybe it started off as, I feel lonely or I feel alone or what's up. And after you've made all the calls and you video called everybody and you're like, and then if you start turning, ooh, okay. I feel like at random time you're like, after 808, as I was saying that, after like thinking of the different ways to make like to take yourself out of that loneliness and stuff or boredom, then on your random day you just have fun being by yourself and you're like, oh, this might not be bad, or you're by yourself and you just receive like a random code or a message or a download, and it's like, damn, I definitely wouldn't have, sorry, I definitely wouldn't have gotten this if I was like in a rowdy place or around everybody, you know, then you start kind of like seeing the beauty in being in hermit mode, in being in introspective mode, in being in reflective, meditative states, discovering and doing, it's like spiritual research. It's very, I don't know that you can't, you need to be in both 5D and the 3D space during a spiritual research. Yes. And you're always in the 3D as far as you have human body, right? So it's kind of like to reduce the involvement or the influence of the 3D so that your 5D awareness is awakened or is sharpened, and then you're able to um, receive so that you can manifest things in the 3D, right? Pretty much it. You probably didn't even get this particular message. You just start seeing the beauty of having cozy, nice vibes by yourself and all of that. And it was just really nice for you. Then I feel like going into this new week, you're really coming out of any form of bored, sad vibe. I feel like the real thing that is happening is alchemy. Maybe you got your heart broken recently. I don't know why I heard maybe something 10-10 as I'm saying this. Maybe something is happening. Maybe something is ending this week. Maybe. For some of you, this is already the energy you're in. I'm currently like I'm recording this like literally 26th of July. So obviously the week before. So I feel like some of you, this is the energy that you're in. You're already alchemizing your heartbreak and your pain. You can see the Three of Swords. And it always stands out to me how the cat in this card is just like looking away from the heart and walking away. So it's almost like, And then here, wow, I love this card. This is like my best card. Like it's just, it's so beautiful. Like it just feels like the rainbow is touching the ground and then like coming out from under the water. Obviously, it's a reflection, but like you get 11 as I'm saying that. So literally, you're going to be alchemizing something really. I just got your life. Has this been your vibe all your life? Why did I hear your life? You're going to be alchemizing your life. Maybe you've always identified your life with a particular theme, and now you're realizing that that is just English and that is a word, and you get to give the words meaning. And so maybe it's like a mental shift of alchemy where you're going to be giving meaning to everything in your life. And you decide that this is sad. Because it's not sad. It's not necessarily sad when people around you are doing good things for themselves, are able to travel. You love that. 12-12, as I'm saying that. You love that, you know? But it's possible you've even been around people that were like, dead ass. Oh God, 12-21. Dead ass people that would be like, oh, like like some people just have some way of doing things, like your own friend, your own very good friend makes it out the Bronx. And then you're like, you're salty, how come they didn't show you what they were doing? And I'm sure like you just got like, oh my God, like this is just straight up embarrassing. I can't be in this environment. Like people don't realize that if it was them, they would not like nobody to say that. Like, why would your friend say that? Do you understand? So it's like it's such a good thing. And I feel like you're just bored. Okay, maybe this energy is that you're truly just bored. You're bored, like having people tell you what things are. And you're like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna say, like if something sad happens, you be like, you probably are in that place where you're like, is it sad? Like you have to define that it is sad before it is sad. You have to decide that this is a jolly thing before it is jolly. Like you're just done. So maybe you're actually just done with all of us here on this earth. It's crazy. Yeah, but please don't leave us. Anyway, you have the strength and the sun card coming out, and what the message I'm receiving immediately. Now my tongue just tied. Did you argue with someone recently, and now they don't want you to ever talk again in your life? Okay, I hope I'm not extreme with the things I say here. I'm straight up from Nigeria, so like maybe give me excuse. So you have the strength and the sun card, and it feels like it's just there's a lot of clarity. We started this thing with when it rains, it pours. And now the message I'm getting is it's about to rain and pour, but a whole different experience. When it rains, it pours, like how I give that other example. Um, this other example, the one that relates to these two cards, is is like discovering something. Oh my God, there's a random day, 1441, as I was saying that. June 11th was like the most perfect day for me in the life in life. I don't know, I have the best day every day, but June 11th It was particularly perfect. I woke up in the morning and I had like a huge amount of views on one of my cat videos. You guys should watch my shorts, by the way, and you guys should like follow, subscribe, and stuff. Yeah. Then like there was like, yeah, massive influx. It was like 38K views from like 1K, and then it's God, so many things happened that day. I just stepped out of my room, and my dad like randomly gives me money to eat. It's like everybody had eaten, but like, yeah. So when that happens, obviously I'm not part of the whole breakfast. You have to give me sufficient amount. Then I think I went out and things happen, and like randomly my I went to my friend's birthday thing, and he did like inter-house sports, and I hadn't done that since I was a child. It's significant basically to give you this trail of events because it's that kind of thing. And I'm hearing that it's because you've shifted your attention 1551, like you've shifted your attention and you're just like, you know what, I'm gonna live my own life. So shifting my attention to me means I make all the decisions and there's power in my decisions regarding my own life. So you need to know that you have the strength for this. Like there's really no, if you don't see my face, I'm like, because there's really nobody. See, eh? If anybody even asks you why are you leading your own life, it will just be like, are you sure that's the question you want to ask me? Who do you want to lead my own life for me? So but it feels like as you discover more ways to give yourself exactly what you need in this life, you're going to like there's going to be more open things. There's going to be so much clarity in different places that you've always like been like in the dark. And I'm hearing that you were only in the dark because you were operating outside of you. So this period of alchemy is about to bring in, so this is the happiest card in the deck. This is a happy time. This is about to be a happy time. You have decided that you are a happy person. You've decided that you create your own life, and then like things are just shifting in the cosmos. So agree to that. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much your message. That's pretty much your message. You're definitely having that kind of week. You're definitely having that kind of week. So go easy on yourself because there's nothing that you have done or experienced in this life that was by mistake. It wasn't. If you did not experience this, you will not find value in this. Exactly. So I'm gonna leave it there. I love you guys so much. I didn't expect it to be this long, but I guess it was necessary. Let me give you guys a love. Oh, I'm still learning how to do this thing. Somebody should show me how to do it. Yeah. So I love you guys. Hearts.